big bag carrying around, nothing. We all smell the same. We'll all be smelling the same. Yeah. And if you don't like to sit next to me, that's okay. Okay. So probably I will just pass it this around again. This is 130 of it.
Okay.
So we'll just go around this.
So everyone take one each.
Yeah, take one each. And maybe count them. Yeah. So the important thing why we the snood. I'm sure everybody have heard about the importance of snood. Just now somebody were asking whether what is it for? Dust, prevents from dust. Yeah. Especially in the higher altitude, the chill wind breeze makes the nasal bleed. Okay. So if you have this, one is protecting from dust anyway. The second is the chill wind will not make your nasal bleed. Okay. Because it's a moist. It eases your nasal. So that's why this is very important, and of course you can use this as a cover your head as well. Okay. So and of course we got a woolly. Just to
can we give them out at the end so that while you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay. So right. Let me go with the top to bottom. What do you need? This is just in case. I'm not giving because this is too cold. Okay. It's just in case. You have to have, as a tracker, you have to be prepared for any circumstances. Let me move this so that
Further this way?
Yeah. Not blocking.
Oh, let's go back in. Okay?
Yeah, good. Right. This is my pack with all the clothing I needed for the trip. So I got probably about 6 t-shirts, which is again or maybe more. Let me just, if I can count it. This is for my last night. Okay. Yeah, more than 6 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, I do have it. This is a thin one. So this is just in case.
How many teddies you got?
In fact, the dog was sniffing me on the Everest trek. Okay.
We don't want to know.
So, alright. So, ideally, that's what I'm saying. You do not need to take loads of stuff. Okay? This is the reason why we advise you the quick dry, quick fit, quick breathable, so that at least even if you want to just have a quick wash and dry it, it just easily gets it dry quickly, and you can use it, reuse it in a daily basis. So about 6, as I said, 6 t-shirts. Probably if you want to, those are long sleeves. Ideally advisable long sleeves. The reason is so the mosquitoes or any bugs or sunburn as well. You don't want to have that. So these are light, quick wash and long sleeve. Okay. If it gets a little bit chilly, you can have another pair of another layers, so half. Okay. If really need another chill, this is a jacket or a windproof you call. Okay.
Any
So-
particular brand, but
No, I mean, as long as lightweight is what I of course, any travel that you do, lightweight is always an advisor.
and that's called a wind cheater.
Yeah, windbreaker.
Windbreaker.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be on this. You have something like, with some comes with the rainproof as well. Okay, so again, depending on. So this is also a rainproof, but of course, use the same purposes, but breathable. Okay, so now that's on your upper what do you call upper body. Then have a jacket. Sorry.
How many t-shirts did you have? So you had 6 long sleeves.
Yes.
How many t-shirts?
I got 2 extra for just maybe one clubbing night. This will be my first clubbing night, by the way.
Yeah, we're taking him to a nightclub.
I've never been to a club. Yeah. So
You're really with the right group, mate.
I think I'm gonna have a problem. Right. So just reasonably how much you feel like now. It's not compulsory that because your luggage will be stored in storage. So you comfortable, 23 kilo allowance, but in general for the trek. Let me just first go to low part. I am in the same bag. You saw this is the same 6 t-shirts on this one side of the pouch. The other side of the pouch, not the chadis, yeah?
4.
So 3 trousers, okay, and obviously the one that I'm wearing, this is gonna be the same one. And you know the running trousers or what you call leggings. The reason why, so I have 2 though, okay. So why I'm taking 2 with your probably running shorts, yeah. Some people might, can we not wear shorts and walk?
Yeah.
Absolutely up to you, but advisable. You want it to be beaten by or any yeah. It is better to be covered because you are going in a rainforest, dry forest, mist forest, cloud forest, all the type of forest that you are going. So it is important that you cover yourself. That's the most important thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now up to you how you want to do it.
And as we saw, Badri, a lot of Westerners, non-Indians, are out there half nunga, and that's fine. But
Yeah.
you can see they're all red everywhere.
Yeah, it's all the mosquito bites and then obviously the
Gnats.
rash. Yeah.
Rashes, yeah.
Yeah, the sunburn and all sunburn. So just now there was a question about the gloves. Why do you bring gloves if it is not cold? Because again, especially for the ladies, not a majority here, but again you want to look after your hands, nails, yeah, especially, and the blisters, and then the sunburn. So if you have a gloves, thin gloves especially, when you're holding a stick, you don't have a blister. Okay? Right. So bottom layers, as I said, if you have something trousers, I'm sure because I know I don't need to tell you, you are all experienced. The trousers have something with the jib. I mean, what do you call it? Jib.
Zip.
Nepali English. Okay. So you can take it off. You can, yeah, and then you can use as an option, however you wanted to use it. Okay, full length or a half. Okay. So I have got two of those and 1 full length. Right. That's all for trousers. I definitely advise you to take a gaiters. Yeah. So gaiters is a must. The reason is,
Gaiters, everyone got gaiters?
everyone knows about the gaiters. If you don't know, you can go to Sports Direct. You can get £5, £10, £15 pair. It is highly advisable. If it rains, if it is dusty, if you haven't got many trousers, then some places you will be walking on obviously muds and all. So you're worried about when you go to evening, then you get all everywhere mud. This protects your lower part of the leg. Socks, trekking socks, couple of trekking socks. Yeah, because obviously your room partner will know more better once you feel a smell. So that up to you how many you want to bring, because these are small things which doesn't need to be. Up to you. Thin, not you can now get all different types of socks, non-smelly, waterproof socks, and so on. So up to you, but you don't necessarily need thick, warm socks. It's you're going in a warm country. Okay. Boots, advisable, long. I mean, the ankle support is a must. Waterproof, the must. And any brand, if you wanted to get it from, again, if you have not bought your boots yet, basically, I think then it's something to think about. Because if you are buying a new boots now, probably you will be returning halfway back. Yeah. The reason is if you have not broken your boots off yet, it's gonna be blisters and all. You'll be on the back with me. Okay. Right. Yeah, flip-flops or the trekking sandals, which is the advisable. Trekking sandal the most. it is easy. Even if you have a blisters or so on, you can use the trekking sandals. Yeah, or in the camp, both advisable. That is the basic of top to toe. What else you need? It's very important now, especially if you can, you take wear your boots on your flight, which Bhaskar Bhai also suggested. The reason is, if you are on a transit flights or so on, what happens? Your bag doesn't arrive, your luggage doesn't arrive. Yeah, it is very, and happened before in the past, many times, because especially Nepal, Kathmandu airport, I'm talking about Nepal, because the transit, they miss the bag. Yeah, one or the other. Because some of the airports in India, India especially, your power bank is in the bag. That means your bag will not arrive the destination that you are traveling to, because power bank is not allowed in your check-in bag. So you must wear ideally, because everything can be bought, but this, your food size and all, it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. So now the miscellaneous, what you call. Sunscreen, mosquito repellent, gel, yeah, electrolyte, Jarolite you call, or any drinks that those who are again drinking water can be sometimes it's not the same taste. So if you have some electrolytes or any liquid that you want to do for a flavor, great.
Sorry,
Okay.
what was the gel?
Hand gel. Yeah. Of course, we'll be providing the water, but better to have a camel pack, because it goes in your rucksack and then easy to, whoever is comfortable. Otherwise, you can take the bottle.
I wouldn't buy one of these yet, because we're providing one over there. I think she provides a compostable one, right? So if you don't want to buy this, if you got it, bring it.
Yeah.
And there's a possibility that I have one company who's sponsoring a metal one of these for us as well. But if you got it, bring it. If not, the camel pack is more important than this camel pack. As you all know, those of you who've done it, it's so much easier to have that camel pack ready just than taking that out.
Important flashlights, yeah, because don't forget you are in the jungle, and what it goes in your bag, I will explain to you later on as well. Well, every day in a general you will get either cold water. You can have a shower, but again, you can take your
Wet wipes.
wet wipes.
Do they have to be a particular brand, like biocompostable?
Or you call a bathing wipes. You can get the bathing wipes as well. Okay? Sunglass, whistle, ideally. If you have a problem with the knees or any in case, just get a kneecap or bandage. Sun hat. Well, again, universal adapter would be advisable. Adapter.
Electrical adapter.
Power bank. Okay. Sometimes we have I will call many times, we have problem with losing the sunglass and all. Yeah. It is important. Again, can be sunny, so have a string for your sunglass, or at least in a safe way where you can in and out easily. Okay. Why I'm saying I saw somebody was nicking up. Okay. So just for your snacks purposes, padlock. This is a cheap one, but just in case. If you have a solar power bank, that is again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is that?
Solar power bank. So you can use, 3 charges at a time. So, yeah, 3 times.
Does that attach to your bag? But
Yeah.
the back of the bag,
You
right?
just hang it
And
up.
how much are these things?
This is about 60, 70 quid. Yeah, okay.
Can I just, I don't know if I told you about electricity en route. Did we mention that?
No, we haven't.
Okay, so there will be electricity in all but 3 areas. I'll bring, and there won't be loads of plugs. I think I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I talked to you. So I'll bring it to
Not every, it is in a common area.
common area.
not
Yeah, it won't be in your,
towns.
in your tent.
So we talked about and I think we shared about.
Sorry, voltage is 220.
220.
220, same as you can.
The liner, the inner liner. If you are comfortable with buying anything, because this is quite expensive. Merino. Somebody mentioned about, oh, do we need a merino line? Up to you. If it is only one trip, we don't want to spend 40-50 pounds. This costs about 37 or 34 pounds, but it is long lasting, good quality.
Regatta in Sports Direct at £10. Cotton sling bag lines.
We talked about the gloves. Poncho. Some people are comfortable with rainproof, some ponchos, because if you don't have a bag cover, it goes inside, well, obviously. So the poncho, you can cover it yourself, including the whole bag. Okay? What else? Well, of course, I got the rain top and bottom. Yeah, rainproof. I got towels. So this is bigger size, but if you have a smaller size, up to you. Bag cover. Those bags, most of the bags have a bag cover on the bottom. Okay, rainproof cover. But if you don't have it, very advisable, get one of those just to cover your bag. Yep.
Where can you get them?
You can go in Sports Direct.
So
cheaper one.
everything here, especially if it's your first and possibly your only trek, I would say don't go to the top end shops. Go to Sports Direct. Every single item that Budry's mentioned here is there at a discount, and it's perfectly acceptable for this trip. And in fact, I'm still using the same stuff from 10 years ago
Yep.
that I got from Sports Direct. It's all great, good stuff.
Your small personal day, I mean the first aid kit, just in case.
But this is
that's
your main
mine.
kit. But
I
the
will
smaller
have
ones you can get in chemists, £3-4. Plasters, blister plaster, things like that. Something personal to you. Tablets, ibuprofen.
You can get it. I will have it, but as we are not supposed to, pass it to somebody else. This is most important, but we will have it. Super glue. What happens if your boots goes? Yeah. So small nitty gritty is the most important. So now.
Nearly finishing, I know.
Now, sorry. The most important thing now we come to is how we do the baggage. Okay? So the suitcase that you bring it from London, it is transferred to, you will transfer it in a bag like this. Okay? Which you will have to get it. Every 3 days, yes, on the third night, you will get your main suitcase again. With the dirty linen, you transfer it in your suitcase. Your new linen, new clothes that which you want to take it for the 2 nights, it goes here. Okay, that is for the 3 times you will get your suitcase, and of course the last night when we reach to the beach, you will get that. That is how the suitcase and clothing would be.
Is that clear? No. Okay.
Oh.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Yes, please.
So these I sent the link anyway. Waterproof 20-litre bags. You fill the clothes that you want for days 1, 2, and 3 in this, and you send your suitcase for storage, and everything you will need for the days 1, 2, and 3 are in this bag, and that gets transferred to your tent, so you don't have to carry it. Use it on day 1, 2, and 3. On day 3, your suitcase will magically arrive, and then you'll take your crappy clothes out, throw them in your suitcase, and take the next day 4, 5, and 6 into here. And then your suitcase will go back to storage, so we're not lugging that suitcase around.
Because if we just have one of those, that's fine.
Right, you can have one of these. Personally, this is what I'm doing. I'm having 3 of these. So I'm packing day 1, 2, and 3, day 4, 5, and 6, day 6, 7, what is it? Anyway, and then all I have to do is chuck that in and pick the next one up, because that's how lazy I am. Okay? Personally, that's what I'm doing. These are, again, Sports Direct. If you don't want that, use a black carrier plastic bag, a 99p liner. It doesn't matter. But these are only 2 for a tenner. They've gone down in price to $8.99 now. But they're back in stock today. They were back in stock. And even if that particular retailer didn't have it on eBay, you just Google the title, put it into the eBay search, they're all selling the same thing. Decathlon, Sports Direct. But it's your call. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Just have a black bag, double wrapped, and that will be yours. But it might get broken in all this. You know, that's the only thing.
But if you have another bag, that's okay too.
Yeah, if you have another bag, so long as it's not bigger than a 20-litre bag, because again, it's about how they store it. Remember, these guys are going to pick up your bag. You're going to start your drink. They're going to come to your turn, pick up your bag, and do this to 20 bags, 30 bags. They're not going to say, "Oh, this is a plastic bag. Let me look after that." They haven't got the time for that. They're literally going to pick it up. So no glass in there, no sherries, no whiskey bottles, Deepak.
So you have your,
And this.
you got to have your name on it. Though.
Yeah, you've got to have your name on it somehow. How do we do that? Tape, gaffer tape.
Yeah, I think yes.
Have you got some?
Yeah.
Felt tip or black.
And this one as well, you can get it in IKEAs or anything that if you want
That's
it to be
right.
organized and have a small thing.
Amazon really cheap.
Amazon,
Yeah.
yes, about 7-8 pounds. It comes with the whole set.
So people just, if you know the Amazon link, share it.
There's so many.
Great.
They're just called packing cubes. You can buy
Packing cubes.
from £7 to £20.
Yeah.
Sizes.
Yeah. And you got the whole set. For the chaddis you have different. For the boots you have different. For the Amazon or IKEA, if you wanted to just walk in and Amazon as well.
Is the dry bag, is that 20 litres, is that maximum size?
Not necessary.
Not necessarily, they recommend it, right?
No, can we get bigger of this one?
Oh, you can get 35 litre.
No, but if we bring a 30 litre, is it okay?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay. So I think with the kit list, yeah. So ideally, what you need for what will you be carrying on a daily basis? Okay. The bag. What goes inside your bag is rainproof, your water, your sun cream, probably mosquito repellent or insect repellent, just to sharing basis if you want to. Yeah. Some snacks, pair of socks,
Sunglasses.
sunglasses,
Yeah.
and the flashlight is the must you need to
Keep it with you, right?
all the time.
Right.
Okay, so that is what you will ideally say if you have something like carabiner or so on, so that you don't need to take your bag off and on. So you just hang it somewhere. I mean, ideally easy access. You can hang how many? Well, everything everywhere somewhere.
Where are you hanging it?
So
Oh, I see.
yeah, no, I mean just to easy access. Yeah. So it doesn't need to be too complicated. Take your bag off or take again, chip it off on and off. So it's easier just to, especially. Yeah. So
Those carabiners, you get the sort of ones that
whole
size.
set.
Whole set, 6 of them for about £3.50.
£3.
From Amazon again?
eBay.
eBay. And they're called carabiners, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Really handy.
Yeah, very handy, very handy. So I think literally, really speaking, that's all the equipment that you needed. Yeah, you don't need to, again, definitely I will recommend maybe a one warm jacket, okay? It just in case something
Yeah.
like a light warm jacket.
So just in reference to that, the weather is 28 degrees and very humid. At night time it's 18 degrees and very humid. However, the higher you get, you will lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 temperatures.
Especially Santa Maria.
Especially Santa Maria de Doctor. It's cold. Now I, as you know, hate the cold, any cold. So I'm always laid up, so please take it personally. Don't see this as a prescription. You've got to decide what, you know, do you need a hot water bag? Do you want to bring your hot water bag? You know, I ordered an electric gilet, heated gilet. So I'm just saying, because you remember in Santa Maria, I was cold. He was like stripping off.
Yeah.
But what sort of temperature at Santa Maria?
14, 12 at night time.
Yeah.
And you know, but the trouble is, let's say you've been walking, you got soaking wet, like in Italy we did that. You remember, it was quite warm, but we got soaking wet. And then we took all our, but we're cold, the bones get cold and whatever. So just think about that. That's why the waterproof is really important. And you know, I bought a, what's it called, the thing that goes right the way over. Poncho.
One thing I have, oh please. Yeah. One thing I have missed it is a swimsuit.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Swimsuit.
Men should bring mancinis.
And ladies should bring bikini.
Ladies should wear hijabs.
Yeah. Okay. So
Or when we go to Whitewater Rafting?
Whitewater rafting, yeah. So swim shorts, you know, a t-shirt if you want, you know.
yeah. Okay.
When we do whitewater rafting, do we approach, when we get to the starting point of whitewater rafting,
You will get the bags.
we'll get the bags, right? So we can change into our whitewater rafting.
Still make sure you wax.
Don't take chances.
What day can we do it?
Yeah, I mean, Basker's read it and he just wants me to reiterate for your benefit. It's so kind. What's your question?
What day are we doing the whitewater rafting?
I don't know, I haven't read it. It is on day 7.
Day 7.
Day 7 and day 8. So day 7 is a full day of whitewater rafting. We end up at Nino del Tigre. It's the most beautiful one. Day 8 is we go to the next, which is Finca Poquare, and at that place that only takes half a day. So those 2 days are, I mean, by far, in my opinion, the most stunning days.
And so things like phones and all that, that will then give to you to...
It will go in the drum kind of waterproof bag.
For whitewater rafting, yeah, definitely.
It's similar like if you have done it in other countries. It's a similar concept.
I don't know if anyone's got those GoPro type things, but I mean, I've got one, but it'd be nice if 1 or 2 others. They're about 30, 40 quid, if you want it.
How frequently do you need to shower?
Say that again.
How frequently?
Well, you and me can do it every day, bro.
Twice a day, please.
Twice a day.
Please.
Does he smell?
No, for him, he
Does he
says.
smell?
I'm not sharing with him.
So, Nain, you can shower as long as there's water available. In most places there is, but it's freezing cold. Some of that water, it's mountain water. So, I had a quick
We had
slash.
shower.
Well, not together we didn't, but yeah. But yeah, we did, and it was lovely and refreshing. Really refreshing. It woke us up. And apparently, after a long day, hard day's walking and on the muscles, a cold shower, Nick, am I right in saying it's very good for you, right?
Sorry, I missed it out.
Condoms. For snake bites.
Earplugs. This is the most important thing.
I thought they were Nepali condoms.
Why is that important?
Have you?
If your neighbor...
No problem.
No, even
So
on the
Basker's
tent.
offered to supply earplugs. He has
There you
some.
go. New ones, thank you. If
Yeah, new, not used.
Funny enough, you want to back
so,
Wait, you're right here, like, not the other stuff.
Yeah, not the condom. No. He hasn't used one of those in years.
for your next door neighbor is snoring, then you can be. Yeah? I won't worry about too much.
Okay, sorry, buddy, sorry.
Was that floss? Is that floss?
Okay, right, listen.
The
Sewing kit.
This is just nothing to bother about.
All of this, what Budley's giving is really great advice, and it's based on his years of experience. Take what you need, what you think you're gonna need. Don't panic. You know, yes, you're out in the jungle, but you know you'll be home soon, so it's not completely. But the most important thing is waterproof t-shirts, chubbies.
What pillows do we get? Is it air pillows or just air pillows?
They give you pillows.
Air pillows.
Air pillows.
No, what
No,
do they
at the
supply?
lodges as an air pillow.
Is it an air pillow?
Yeah, air pillow.
I had a lovely cotton fluffy
No,
one.
no, there was
Silks and everything.
Did you pay extra? No, I paid.
Okay, so everyone gets an air pillow and a sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag is provided.
Most of the places is already there.
Bedding made.
The bedding maids, new beds, and in terms of mattresses, plus the sleeping bag.
They will
and
make it up, right?
Pillows, yes,
Yeah.
and the pillows already made pillows. I mean the big, whatever he says. Yeah,
Inside the tent, they make it up.
Yeah.
Is it worth bringing your own sleeping bag?
Is it worth bringing your own sleeping bag? It's a great question, and everyone is asking me.
If you have it,
gonna bring my bed.
if you comfortable, bringing it, bring it.
I bet
Yeah.
I think to me a bag. Carry it.
No.
They'll carry it.
We'll carry it.
Okay.
So like with this, you know this bag,
Orange one.
the company,
The orange one.
the orange one, wherever that bag is.
A bigger one.
So that 20-litre bag, just somehow with a camera, clip your sleeping bag into it together, and they'll pick it up and throw it. Yeah, that's fine.
But you don't get those every 3 days.
No, Five freaking months, mate! Fresh, mate, explain to me.
You will have this
it will change every 3 days. But this bag will be every day.
Alright, we'll get that every day.
This will be every day, but every 3 days it will
Nayan,
be
come here. Sit here. Sit in the front. Sit in the front. And just one more thing. Toilet facility, yes. Very good, very good. It's not chemical toilets like we had. It's not. The campsites will have a proper, English toilet. English sit-down toilet.
How many?
1, maybe 3. So there'll be a nice queue on some of them. Some have 5. Lovely. The one in El Nido and the other one is lovely. It's all open air. You have a shit. You go for a shower. It's all naked. It's lovely. Nature. Very nice. But generally 1 or 2 toilets in each facility minimum. Toilet paper is up to you. You bring toilet paper, flushable, wipes or whatever. Look, I carry a separate bottle, so don't drink out of my bottle. Just saying. Your call, but I use that for cleanliness next to godliness.
So sorry, do we need to bring toilet paper?
You don't need to bring, but it's your call. Bring some disposable paper. Yeah. Same as we did in all the other places. You had wet wipe for bums. You had toilet paper. And I have a water bottle. You can borrow my water bottle if you want. Right now, ending up. I just want to mention, and I'm only doing this because Nayan's asked for conjugal rights and he's not getting it, man. Sorry. Reshma said categorically no. I asked you throughout, if you have a request of who you want to share with, you let me know. That has now ended, that offer. I have made the room list, it's gone over to San Jose. So, if you haven't told me, there's about 10 people, 10 couples who want to be together. That is fixed. The other 5 couples, I put us together, and we will have a little bit of fun mixing it about. Mix it about, me and you, Jan. So, and of course, that goes, as you remember, with the tuk-tuk and Killy and all that. The first day, stick together, stick according to that, just so that the first few days, let them get used to where they're putting everything. And then stress them out by saying, actually, today I'm sleeping with Harry, or, So share with who you want. You figure it out. I'm not going to police that. But from my perspective, if those 10 couples have fixed it, that's up to you. You fixed it now. But if you want to swap it about, please swap it.
I did send you a message. I'm staying with Nayan.
Yeah, I think you might not want to stay with Nayan. I mean, not by day 9. The Cobra will be well and truly out.
He's going to teach him some dance moves along the way.
Oh, that dance moves for sure, yes. All right, any other questions? Because I know you're getting hungry and I'm getting tired.
Remember, I don't know what button.
Any questions? Please.
So only one thing is
sorry, Raj.
Just a statistical question.
Yeah.
As you're very experienced in these trips, how many times have you been across Jamaica now? Because with other groups.
Zaynab?
Yeah, just once. Yeah. We'll have another 3 guys from local guys who are expert on it, so will be joining with us.
But you've only done one previous trip.
No refunds.
No, this is the second trip that I'm doing it. So
The first trip was it?
no.
I don't know what the question is. What? Oh, okay.
We'll have 3 other guys, local guys.
So listen, please don't get caught up in numbers. There's a lot of things you must wipe from your memory. Kilimanjaro, we had 35 people, we've climbed this. Don't worry about distance and the number of porters, because there was a need for porters to go and set your tents up and cook and all the rest of it. Same, Stock Kangaroo. On the Tuk-Tuk Challenge, we had 2 people. Me and Princely, that's it. It's according to need. This doesn't need a massive team. It really doesn't. You've got to trust us. And yes, it was the first time we went in February because we could have just trusted. There's so many companies, and I was working with one, I told you the story in Salisbury, etc., etc. I trusted them, but they didn't trust me. So I luckily had Budry, and Budry had a great company in Costa Rica who are award-winning. You can Google them, Travel Excellence. They were at the Expo, World Expo, as part of the Costa Rican Travel Board. So they are very, very experienced, and you know, we've got to trust them. If things go wrong, they will go wrong. We'll have to deal with it on the day. I don't believe for one moment this will go wrong, because the people we're actually dealing with are the people who are the go-to organisation. So there's a line of people: me, him, him, him. This person is the person I would have gone to regardless of which company I use around the world.
And they are the one who.
They're the experts.
And he will be with us.
And he's the man that we've got throughout this, and we have great confidence in what's going to happen. And again, I with full hand on my heart, trust him. If something goes wrong, it goes wrong. We have to deal with it. You know, I don't think anyone on our side is going out of our way to muck up. This is way too much at risk for me, my personal reputation, but his professional and personal reputation as well. So thank you for trusting me, and please continue that trust. If you've got any issues, I really, you know, I know you ask loads of questions, and sometimes I say just hold fire, let me answer it later. But if it's burning while we're there, you know I'm approachable. Please approach me, please tell me. Okay?
Don't hide it, don't leave
hide
it until last minute.
And it's better you talk to one of us first before you start talking amongst the group, because you've seen how things spread like wildfire when it's not true, fake news and all that nonsense. All right, so be very careful.
Yeah.
We don't mind feedback, we don't mind questions, we don't mind, you know, worries or concerns. Very important you express that to us before it starts to spread out. And I don't think that's happened with Kitty and all the rest of the things we've done.
Sorry, I was just about to say this. Stay with the group, because obviously, again, if you are just going for a democracy toilet or so on, especially when you are on a walk, yeah, you may in the middle of the walk, everywhere there is no facility that where you can just go to the toilet. So that you have somebody with you, as if a ladies obviously, but have somebody with
have
you.
a wingman.
Wingman, yeah.
And sorry, I've mentioned it before, and please do not hold it in. I'm being serious. We saw what happened to Rena. Yeah, in Chile. She held it for 7 days, man. She was 7 days, and she was about to be helicoptered out of Kilimanjaro. So support each other. There is a thing called a shiwi, and I mean this absolutely seriously. Please have a look at it. It's sworn by female trekkers. A lot of female trekkers use it. Gentlemen, again, same again. Look out for each other. We'll probably have 3 groups. Who's done enough training? Who feels undertrained? Be honest. Because I don't think anyone. Parvish, okay, thank you for your honesty. Thank you. I think you're going to be all right. I think you're going to be all right. I know you. I know what your ability is. So I think you'll be all right. I don't think there's anyone, even Priti. And my hat's off to Priti as well for being with us, because you got, you know, reasons why you shouldn't do this. But I'm very proud that you're joining us. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Yeah. Babs, no worries about you whatsoever. You've done fuck all training. Rajan done bugger all training. Bugger all. Thank you. Yeah, he thinks he's a jolly. Rajan, again, I have no worries. I have no worries about you. I know you got.
Rajan, there are no donkeys on this.
But there are no donkeys. There's no one out there. You and your little feet. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Jan, no issues. I've seen you. But again, we're going to support each other. Now, here's the thing. This is not a race. I don't want you to be on your headphones. I don't want you to be on the phone. Well, you can do what you want. I don't give a damn. But I would say to look up, have a look, have a chat, look around, right? There's going to probably end up being 3 groups, and I've asked certain people who are going to help me with this, porters, one of our team. So the fast group will naturally be the fast group. We know who those people are. The middle group maybe a little bit, and there will be a slow group, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we will probably start the slower group off first, let them go, let them get going, then give it 10-15 minutes. But I don't want the gap between the fastest and the middle to get too big, right? We have walkie-talkies. There'll be at least one leader who will have a walkie-talkie within those groups. Once you start the day with those 10 people, do not leave that group, even if you feel like going fast. Don't do it. Those are the 10 people that you're going to stick with. Then the next day say, okay, that was too slow for me, or that was too fast for me. Okay? So everyone will look out for each other. It's safety first. Harry.
How many hours do you expect to walk every day?
How many hours every day, on average?
Every 7 hours.
6, 7 hours.
7 hours.
What time do you start in the morning?
After breakfast,
8:30ish.
Yeah, 8:30.
So the standard sort of thing, we reckon 6 o'clock wake up, 6:30, 6:45. Once we've had a shit shave shampoo.
How's that going to happen with like one toilet?
It will, trust me. I mean, generally, you go first at 5 a.m. Listen, in all seriousness, it is a valid question. Whatever time, we'll figure it out. 6:45, 7-ish, we're going to have tea in half an hour. Stretching warm-up. What should we do that after breakfast? Before breakfast, yoga. Pranayamas, some breathing, and some stretching. Really good stretching. Sorry. Okay, so wake up, however long, 45 minutes, 1 hour. We'll figure it out. If there's only one toilet, we'll allow a little bit longer, of course. But I think most places have 3 or 4 toilets, right? And you know, there's always.
You have to go outside.
Will you have to go outside where? Outside your tent?
Yeah, at night.
To the toilet. When you have to
Yeah.
go outside.
Out in the sticks?
He's not. Don't look at me. Just translating.
If you have to go outside.
You can do if you want. No, there's a toilet there. Why do you want to go outside?
What about lizards? Nature.
Yeah, okay, lizards are there, snakes are there.
Killy, do I need to bring my shovel and the lighter?
No, you need to bring a shovel.
What about the lighter?
Although, let's well, one of our wonderful friends did say she's got her shovel ready. So it's not that kind of trek, so don't worry. There are plumbed toilets along the way. I think only in one place there was 1 toilet. That's why I said 1. That's the worst case scenario. But most places have 2 or 3, and some places have 5. And then when you're in your hotel, you've got an ensuite. So don't worry. Any other questions? Time out. But any other questions? Quickly, any other burning issues? Right, before you go.
Burning issues.
Burning. Look, fundraising. I can't again stress this enough. Please, if you haven't got off the mark, please, now is the time to do it. It's not too late. And I want your money. Why? Because of these children. In 2020, this time you won't see Vrindavan because you're in Costa Rica. So in 2020, with your agreement and with other people's agreement, if you'd like to, I would like to arrange a visit to Vrindavan and India for the families. So you know, your children and immediate families. So I want to arrange a 9-day tour of India, which culminates in India, in Vrindavan, where we can do some service itself, and you will see that sports facility hopefully ready, and you know, try and tie it in with the official opening. But for those of you who haven't been to Vrindavan, if you need any resources from me, just tell me. Tell Usha, we'll send you what we can to help you in your fundraising. Okay? Yeah.
What about, when you visit villages and things like that, and you want to give some little things to the children?
In Costa Rica?
Yeah, like that.
Like chocolates?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know, something.
You can, like,
I mean, into the land, like.
it is allowed. It's not particularly. It's not like poverty like India.
No, I understand.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'd welcome it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and what about like my company's going to match the donation?
Great.
But only for my company's employees.
Yeah.
So that check comes through the link and then comes directly to you.
That's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so just liaise with Usha to get. She'll have to either invoice them for that second week, and then they'll receipt that way. That's brilliant. So you've done it. You managed to do it. Anyone else can please ask your employers, ask your managers, ask your directors of your businesses. CSR is called Corporate Social Responsibility.
Yeah, and they gave the.
And yeah. So there's some. What's your company name?
Annixter.
Huh? Annixter have donated these, so we're going to give these out in a minute. Basket's company, Thomas Sinden, thank you very much. They've sponsored 2 of these trekking t-shirts, anti-wicking, anti-moisture, high-wicking t-shirts. They're very expensive, they're very good quality, so thank you to Basket's company. Nick, have you managed to get the green light?
Next week.
Next week, so thank you very much to Nick and his friends. And also, can I just say, my dear friend Nick, our dear friend Nick, is going through whatever he's going through at the moment. It's been a tough time the last year, but from the bottom of our heart, everyone here is with you. It doesn't feel like you're not going to be with us for one moment, and we love you very dearly. Thank you for always being there with us and supporting and turning up today as well on behalf of Dejan. But you've been a great. Inspiration. I know it was very heartbreaking when he decided not to come. We did try, but actually, in one sense I'm glad because the risk outweighed the reward, any reward that you could have done. So, wishing you the best of health and wishing you for a kidney. Anyone got one?
Next one is coming. Sponsorship.
Sponsor a kidney.
Fundraiser.
And on that note, please do sign up to the organ donor register. Right now, you're signed up whether you like it or not, but if you give that express consent and have that conversation with your family at this point. I made a video some years ago for the Hindu Forum Britain and the National Health about organ donation within Hindu communities, and all my research showed there is nothing in our scripture, any scripture, whichever path of Hinduism you follow, there's nothing that stops us from donating organs. And it happened in the Vedic times, believe it or not. So it's imperative on all of us to support. We are 3 times more likely to ask for an organ donation than to give one, and that's a shame. That's a shame on our community. So I urge you tonight, tomorrow, please sign up. You're signed up anyway, whether you like it or not, but it just makes it easier if you make that express consent known to your family and known to your doctors. So Thomas, thank you very much. Thank you, Nick, to the pharmaceutical companies and everything that you've got a bag. Now, you're getting some freebies now. Great, take that away. But these things from Basket, from Nick, from me, are going to happen at 8:15 on Tuesday morning. So leave a little space in your suitcase so you're not having to carry it as hand luggage. You can just chuck it in and then lock up your suitcases. That's why I want to meet you all at 8:15. So we've got enough time to give you those freebies, little bag, take it away. And I will give an official acknowledgement on the website for all these things. You've got to remind me and the name. Thank you very much. Yes, Rashmi?
So, if there is a need for the relatives to get hold of you guys, is it Usha the contact?
No.
In an emergency?
In an emergency, absolutely. Usha is the contact. But who is going to buy a 3 SIM card?
I've got one.
Right. I suggest everyone just gets it and most phones have dual SIM facility. So please find a way to keep in touch with your family. But yes, Usha should have everyone's emergency contact number. So, I'm away from home, my contact is on Usha. Whoever you're away with, husband and wives, you've got to make sure that we know who to reach out to. Next of kin is really important. So, at home if there's an emergency and you can't get hold of that person, yes, call Usha straight away if there's a home emergency at this end. Emergency means, not your plumbing's broke. Somebody, no, you sort that out yourself. Do not phone Usha because your plumbing's broke. Only phone Usha if there's some health issue, bereavement, or illness. I think that's considered an emergency, unless you know of any other thing you'd like to add to that group. Okay? But if your central heating breaks down, that is not an emergency to phone Usha. Bale. Anyone else?
Just
So, yeah?
when you put the 3 SIM in your phone,
Yeah?
you don't have to re-register for WhatsApp or anything else.
No, it's working perfectly. Mine is, I mean,
So it'll just work.
yeah.
Apparently it works for 30 days, right? Or something.
Yeah.
30 days, 30 days.
Is it a different number?
It's a different number, but I've got a dual SIM phone, so both phones are both SIMs are
Even
working.
if you haven't got dual, you put it in, you don't have to re-register.
I don't think so because WhatsApp works on data, the registry. We'll have to try it. We'll have to do that.
I've done it.
That's a very good point. Listen, guys, one last thing. So, I want to. Shh, Abdul, just one, guys. So I want to offer a prayer to our children in Vrindavan because this is why we're doing it. So if we can all, just for one moment, take a moment of meditation for what we're about to do. If we can all close our eyes just for one moment and just have a look at those children and see them on the streets, running, to get to school. See that little girl in your mind's eye. See her smile. See that beautiful black hair of hers. And now hold her hand. Just hold her hand. Feel that power. She's in Vrindavan and she's thanking you for taking the time to do this. Have a look at her face and say thank you to her. And with that energy on that hand, put that to your heart. Your right hand to your heart and lock it in there. And that is what's going to get you going. That's what's going to take you there, all the way. So if you, in your own time, just come back. And we're going to say the prayer to Vrindavan, where we raise our hands. And it's a really simple prayer. Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe. This is for Rupa, everyone. So repeat after me. Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe! Some of you are feeling really shy. high. It's really awkward putting your hands in the air to pray. Let's have one more go. Come on, to the top of your voices. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Atul, come on, even higher, mate. One more time. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Atul, for turning up. Really appreciate it. And Jamie and everyone. Thank you all. Eat. Food is hot and ready for you. And talk more.